Let's check out Tesla here. Now, there we go. I'll zoom in. At least as much as we can. Now 786, it's still dropping a little bit, but if we look at how it was charted, we saw when it started to drop here, but of course it was a short from here. Now, are we buying those shares back now? It might still drop a little bit more. And let's see here. This stochastic Momo and this other, momentum indicator here, they give pretty decent signals. This stochastic indicator actually indicates right around when this buy signal happens. So that's kind of neat. And if we were to use those signals, say on the daily, we're on a daily chart for Tesla, then it's not quite, hasn't quite fired one of those signals yet. But if we come in here to the 5-minute, okay, bit of a fake out, a buy, and then a short. I saw this happen earlier in Mara. It showed a short signal, but had you taken that short signal, which many people probably did, price skyrocketed up. Okay, let's go to the 1-minute time frame, and we can see we hit a low here of 786 with an up signal. So if we wanted to be on the 1-minute time frame, and scalping this out, that might be what we were looking for, but the 1-minute time frame isn't going to do it much justice. So the 15-minute time frame, it looks like we're still coming down in price. So, and I'd like to see it continue to come down until, let's see here, what does the Arun say? Rune say, top was here, price coming down. Dawn's early light, say darkness is coming. Sun is setting. Okay. Let's see. And of course that's a 150 period Arun. Let's check on one of these lower sets. Okay, here was our bottom. I don't really care much for all of that though. Let's pull out this one. See how it's doing. Okay, here was our bottom there. Let's come down to our 1-minute chart. It did catch our low. Now it says buy, buy, buy. Alright. Let's come out to our daily chart. A bit of a low there. Other than that, we would still be in. And so this top indicator is for more of a long term. The bottom is for the shorter term trades. Okay. So in the 30-minute, looks like we're, 30-minute chart trade to trade, which could be done day to day, I suppose. But we're not going to be looking at very much. Okay, big pullback here, of course, back in April. Everything's upward since then. Lots of things are greenlit today. But overall, we can see this one closing right below our line of where we had our support through there. So I wonder, is this a break in it, or is this just the pullback that we wanted before it jumps back up right up here and takes back on up? Of course, I wonder what, say Mara and Bitcoin and all of those are looking like here today. And let's check out some of our Darvas buy signals. We need to know what our daily signals are. There we go. And there are quite a few today that are going off. Many. Looks like Spotify. And let's see if any of those are crossed with any of these. And give this one a chance to generate here. And see if there's any good buy signals for the day. Looks like there are. Okay. Alright, looks like Verizon's hitting a little bit of a bottom there. That's a good buy signal for the day. Looks like Qualcomm's hitting its bottom here, so we should be watching it. We got Kellogg's here hitting the bottom. Looks like Clorox. Okay. They certainly did have a big run up there, didn't they? Huh. Okay. Well, then I'm going to say the market's going to continue pulling back today. So let's go in here and make a plan for our directional ETFs for today. Because if this is going up, that means that the directional ETFs are also going up, and we need to have a diverse plan for every action. So let's go in here and see what's happening here. Okay. And see, that would have been nice to get in on. That's a nice bull ETF, but it does look a bit overextended, so I'm going to say we might want to be looking at the bear ETFs today. Okay. Interesting. Now, come back. Stay. Alright. Let's see what else we can find. Let's get some of this with some arrows put on here. Most of the time this one will do okay, but it could still get you into some trouble. So there needs to be some other signals to help you out. Now this one here, this was a nice signal, but you would have shorted from here. Looks like it bought it back here. Okay, it shorted here. Bought it back here. Yeah, that particular strategy must be set to auto. Maybe we don't want it to do auto, but we do want to start catching these particular movements. Let's see, node T. A DMI study. take all of these DMIs and put them together, we can see certain things in the charts. Okay. This DMI stochastic extreme and the DMI oscillator now, if you were just to use this, DMI line and say when it was above 50 or below 50, kind of like what this histogram, does. But not the best setup I've had. I could probably even delete that one and I would be totally happy with it. See what this one is. Oh dear. Okay, so it's still a bullish trend overall. It's just pulled back, a lot. So, big pullback, jump back up. Okay, big pullback. Now we should be waiting for it to jump back up. Seems to be pretty consistent action with the way that it does. It has a nice pullback and cooling off period, and then starts to fire. And we start to look for these, this particular action here. When this starts to happen, we know it's about to switch over to a new trend. Okay, let's check out dust, which is, okay, that's a bear one. This is a bear. Okay. It is firing a VWAP, right? I can see it. It's under there. There's a VWAP arrow fired up on today for this daily directional. Huh. Makes me wonder, should I be getting in on that? Some of those VWAP signals aren't exactly reliable, but it does show that it's at a good opportunity. And it's a low. And that's head short. Still hasn't gotten anything there. Don't see much, yeah, we're still not recovering yet. Okay. But I like that it has hit a low. That might be a good thing. Although, if this means that it's hit a low and it's going to start coming back up in price, that could mean the rest of the market, or the larger parts of the market, are gonna pull back more, kind of like they are all over the place right now. Yeah, today very well may be the Directs ETF day, so we're going to be watching and looking for that. Most certainly, and it's very possible that with so many different industries possibly needing to buy into Bitcoin to process any amount of Visa, blah, 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 Bitcoin transactions, we might see some really interesting things in the market. Oh, yes. There we go. Let's see, socks. Let's check out socks. Once again, looks the same. Hit a low. Also, the Arun scan down for the bottom is up, which means after it drops, yeah, that's a getting in sign. You know, once it drops down, get in. Yeah, so in between here would be money days. Yeah, let's go in here to the 4-hour. Strategy doesn't work quite as well, but could work more often than it doesn't. Okay. And down here, let's see on the bottom. This tells us when price is closing, you know, above, yeah, these bands. So it happens here. It should have counted for right there too. And then it starts happening here again. But this band has to be above this band, and this has to be above this. So it's really only wanting to find it when it's getting very bullish. So when this band, the orange band, is above the blue band and price closes above it, that's when it should recognize it. And right up there, or, okay, yeah, right there is when it became true. So that would have been our entry signal. And then it closing below it would have been our exit signal. Okay, that would have been a swing trade there. We'd have had that for a couple days. Okay, and for the 30-minute chart, well, let's see if it keeps on going down today, or if it's going to reverse. But if these are hitting lows and coming up, then watch out. Let's see what this is doing. Might just about be it for and there's a couple stocks that are going off on the 4-hour time charts. Something you guys might want to take a look at. And let's see what else we got. This scan tends to pick up reversals. Maybe not yet. maybe we need to know a little bit about the ADX. And see if anything shows up on this one. Noticed some of the more intricate scans are having trouble generating. Let's get rid of our level 2 here. Nothing. Okay. Let's see if anything has a ADX greater than 30. And we have the LBR Smart ADX here. Looks like when it gets above 15, that's when it's really bullish. Above 30 is when it's a strong trend. And seeing these channels on the screen really do help. My doggy's just snoring away. Let's go back here to Tesla and see where they are in this trading range. Seems kind of like a Bollinger Band, though. Seems like you could trade it, you know, buying above and selling below most of the time, and you would not do horrible. Yeah, you would not do horrible at all. So when price broke out below this, you know, you might have shorted. Okay. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. And then when it hit its bottom here, you would have bought it back. As I'm sure many people are. Okay. Now, looks like overall in a downtrend. And it seems like that downtrend, at least on the 1 minute chart, is over. Let's see, not over yet here, not over yet here, but we will be watching, and if it goes bullish again, be walk by. must have a VWAP bot set up on this one. Okay. So it's only working off of VWAP on the 1 hour chart. 11,000, almost 12,000 profit. Daily, 66,000, but you're buying 100 shares. So let's change that. Global strategy. Let's just say right now we're gonna buy, I don't know, 3 shares of Tesla. Alright, we'll hit apply. And now our strategy for, I guess, whenever we would have started our buy-in right here on 11.2, we will have made $2,000 from 11.2. Not the most profitable, but not terrible. This one only has you making like $341. Yeah, not a whole lot there. Let's see if we can find our report. Show report. Yeah, $436 right there. Close. But that's $436. Okay, now on the 4 hour chart, we're $3,730 up. And that's the 4 hour 180 day chart. And let's see how many trades that consists of. Okay, that is 10 trades. Your max trade was $773, and your total P&L is $3,741 on 10 total orders, starting 6/15/20. Okay, at 5 a.m. All right. Price $180. So that's it. 10 trades, from that time. That's it. Okay. Not terrible. So 6/15/20. But that's only 3 shares. Now, back then, when it was $180, we might have bought, 15 shares. So for that, or let's just say 10 shares, when it was cheap, because we got 3 shares now. So, that's 14, so say 2,000. So, just, round it off, a $200 share, 180. So let's just say 10 shares. And said okay. We'll hit apply. And now for our 180 day chart, we're up $12,432. And if I'm correct, nothing should have changed except for the amount of shares that we will have started with and ended with. So show me the report. Okay, once again, 6/15, 5 a.m., 180. Okay. And now, still 10 orders. Max trade was $2,578 is what our max risk was. And our total P&L over that time using these signals would be $12,473.21. So that is excellent. I believe in these signals, so I think that it would just be best to set them and forget them, so that's not a bad thing to do. And if you like the way that it trades on the 4-hour chart or whatever, then what you can do is you can just go in here and you can do it'll be buy custom, and then you can come in with stop limit, OCO bracket. Okay. All right. Or we'll do a buy here. Okay. Now we're gonna have to edit this because it's saying 100 shares. That's not gonna happen. All right. So let's go down here and we'll hit our little wheel. All right. And we want it to be when our little VWAP bot says that it's time to buy. Okay. And we're gonna revert back to that 3 shares. Okay. So when our little VWAP bot fires off on the buy signal, okay, and it will eventually, or we could go on something else like some other DMI reversal signal if you like the DMI reversals. But if you would have just seen the DMI reversal stuff, anyway. So there we go. So we're gonna set this up here so we can have it as, now we're probably going to want it good till canceled or good till canceled extended hours. Okay. Now for our, that's going to be Tesla. Now for our method, it's going to be study. We're going to have to hit edit right here. Okay. Now it brings us up to this little page. Now we can hit edit and come in and select or find our little VWAP bot that we made, because it's going to be in the studies, okay, or in our strategies. So we'll just type in our VWAP, okay, and let's find the one that we must have up on our screen here. VWAP think script, anchored plot scan 2. Okay, now we can use this VWAP anchored plot 2, and we can use when, it looks like we're going to use when up, okay, is true within 1 var. We're going to hit save. Alright, now if you can't see it, you need to come in here and put plot